Let's go through about a 10-minute self-assessment here. And let's do it intelligently. Let's do this intellectually and scientifically and explain our perception, especially if you're a religious person. You think you can understand right from wrong and can understand eternity from your brain activity. Right? Now, when you do a self-assessment, you have to look at yourself. Okay, why am I a man and why am I a woman? Because apparently science mandates and says that the baby in the womb, with what's available to it, can decide whether or not to be male or female. Right? Well, maybe I make a more attractive male than a female. I make better decisions as a male. I don't know what the deal is. Okay, but once we made that decision, right? In order for us to continue to live as human beings, we need the male to fertilize the female's egg, and then the egg to develop in the womb properly while we're caring for each other and making sure we have all we need to continue to exist through sexual reproduction. Now, we could asexually reproduce, but that would probably be a much different looking species and more like that alien creature from the Sigourney Weaver imagination of scientists, right? You know how scientists are. Fuck, they're crazy. Most of them are, yes, very much crazy people. And you've got to understand this, okay? And when you assess yourself, and me and my dad were talking about, it makes him uncomfortable. He gets firsthand gospels from me, and I wake up in the morning after being tortured in my dreams by pervert scientists and waking up and going, God, these people suck. But I'm going to speak because it's better to speak truthfully and faithfully so people can understand love and live loving lives than it is to remain quiet because you want to be comfortable or you don't want to be killed by perverts, right? So if you really love children, if you understand things and you can self-assess and as they'd say, evaluate, I don't think most of those people that use that word evaluation have the capacity to self-assess real well. So as far as evaluation goes, just like how do you evaluate yourself? You haven't stood for the Lord's Prayer a day in your fucking life, and you probably haven't for 10,000 fucking years through genetic relativity. So how can you evaluate yourself? You can't even properly assess yourself, you fucking chicken shit pig coward, right? That's how you get. You get like, seriously, do I have to do fucking everything around here? I hear one more of you assholes read that book and say, we wanted to wander in the desert because Moses got mad and broke his magic stick. I'm going to kick you in the dick so fucking hard, you wish you never spoke in front of children. Right? Okay, Earl. I'm a tad bit more emotional. No, I think Judy Krishnamurti is just as emotional as me. I think D.T. Suzuki and Sun Yat-sen are just as emotional as me. I think Haile Selassie is just as emotional as me. I think I'm an American raised on TV, okay, with a bunch of distracted, fucking selfish, narcissistic idiots telling people that they've turned into chicken shits what to do, right? Self-assessment, right? Now, when you sit there and you look at things and you realize, okay, you have these people that are Cossacks, Vandals, Visigoths, whatever you want to call them, raiders, transhumance raiders, okay, that have a risk-reward thing in their brain, okay. George the deformed earthworker over there, Washington, working in the fields, slaving away in the fields. I'm going to exercise, work out, have lots of sex, and then I'm going to get lots of good naps, take power naps like Terrell Owens to win Super Bowls and John Elway. Then I'm going to get up and I'm going to kick his ass and take all his hard work away because he didn't do the risk-reward factor thing. What happens if you have Samson or David or Earl? See, they have these scientists and they study people and they have this thing, they call it fight or flee. Okay. And my entire life, I've never had to fight. And the people that come to fight me always flee. Right? We have trust me, we have the scientific collected surveillance and evidence to prove it, right? And then the scientists, I'm a rocket scientist, you're a liar. You're going to put chemicals in my food at the soup kitchen and then run away? Go away, little girl. Go away, little boy. Right? Do you see what I'm saying? Hi, I'm Carole King. I'm at the Kennedy Center Honors. I'm going to get more money to pay my bills. Do you understand me? Okay, because if you don't understand me, you're going to hate the real Jesus Christ and you're going to make a cartoon character in your head that's better than the real Jesus Christ according to your fucked up head. And your head is totally fucked up. Okay. It's been fucked for 10,000 years by the worst home invasion scientific satellite promoting Visigoth. I'm going to steal all your food because I can. And then what happens? They run into David. They run into Samson. They run into Earl. It's like, you can't steal all my food. No. You could take that stupid, arrogant, fucking blue chew bitch and fuck her and have 400 kids, and I can have 2. And my 2 kids will still be better than all your 400 kids put together. We get it. I know, I get it. Hey, Wilton Urban Chamberlain, you better come out here. I'm going to make this shot. Do you understand? I hope you understand, because if Mark Wahlberg doesn't get this, he's going to be selling hamburgers till his kids die of retardation. Okay, do you understand? Put on that underwear. Sell that underwear, you stupid little bitch. Hey, look, it's 3 kings bringing gold back from Yuma. Do you understand me? Okay. If you don't understand me, you are just not part of the loop. Right? You haven't fucked me over. You haven't fucked my wife. You haven't laughed behind my back. I fucked that guy's wife. You fucked my wife. Okay. Did you think it was because my wife was Stockholm Syndrome into a group of pervert soldiers with pervert scientists that have virtual presence because people accept linguistics of fantasy instead of reality? You know, just because people don't understand scientific eternity through human genetics, and you believe a mythological story made up by people that manipulate people with magic real estate in the sky that needs more money all the time, doesn't make me an arrogant, pompous, pretentious son of a bitch and make you into a pious, self-righteous, humble genius, right? Do you understand what I just said? Okay. You better, because this is happening, asshole. And you don't need money for food. Okay? But you need clean air. You need clean water. You need viable soils. You need good shelter and a good bed, like Mary Tarpon Carpenter, right? To get up the next day and not be as stupid as Goggins and Huberman is saying, are you a Navy SEAL and a neuroscientist from Stanford there, you Palo Alto, you're Silicon Valley there? Need more money for food? Want to buy my supplements? Get up and be a good Cossack so you don't end up being a retarded George Washington with slaves. Okay, money's not real. Right. Okay. So, you know, if a woman chooses to be a woman in the room, okay, and then gets raped by an asshole, and then has to have his kid, because she refuses to stand up for a man like Ralph Earl Parsons Jr., okay? So Viola Davis plays this psychopath in a movie because she needs more money to sell Nike. Is that my issue? Okay? Is it my issue that Jack Black and Jason Momoa are acting like bitches through the video game manipulation society instead of standing up with Earl for the Lord's Prayer? Is that my issue? Okay? Is it my issue that you would rather sell makeup to narcissists and drugs to lay back and enjoy the rape than stand up for the Lord's Prayer of me? Is that my issue? Is there a problem with Jesus? Is there a problem with Muhammad? Is there a problem with Haile Selassie? Is there a problem with Joseph Smith and Earl? I want to know, because inquiring minds need to know, because we need to sell more shit at the checkout lines at the grocery stores where we hold food hostage because we are acting like barbarians instead of human beings that understand a meaningful life, a truthful life, a faithful, loving life, right? Are you getting this self-assessment? Because you're all pissing me the fuck off. My dad told me, he said, this lady, Tammy, she's trying, you know, she put Lord's Prayer on her Facebook and 30 people shared it. I was like, yeah, but Dad, Marcus Freeman and the Notre Dame football team say the Lord's Prayer before every multi-million-dollar football game, but that doesn't mean that they really want to live the Lord's Prayer or lack the capacity or the courage or the love to do it like me, right? And he sat there and looked down again and thought, God, and then, Dad, you're feeling like Clint at the fucking Fiesta Foods there? Now I know why the rich people want to kill you. Yeah, but life's eternal and grace is infinite. So go away, little girl. Go away, little boy, before I beg you to stay. Don't beg me to stay. Talk yourself into standing up for the Lord's Prayer sincerely, because I love you so dearly. Okay? And don't stand around crying since I fell for you about your ego. Okay, do you understand? Because it's not love. Love doesn't bang misery and pain. Ego problems brings misery and pain. It's a good limerick, but I just fixed it. Well, because I really like Lenny Welsh's voice. Okay, guys, all right? I'm going to load this one up. If you rocket scientists perverts could make it quick, maybe we could circulate this more rapido and be living the Lord's Prayer by dinner time. Hey, faith based on reality, asshole. Okay, you know how much I love you. All right, peace.